Hello, Pisces. Thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the general read, I'm using the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, illustrated by Mark Evans. Looking right at it, like you think I could read it, right? Okay. And for the supportive oracle cards, the Angels Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Redley Valentine. Okay. So let's see what we got for you. Let's put that out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're doing face down oracle cards today for whatever reason. Your overall energy is the Three of Wands. You seem to be moving on from something. Now, I am seeing a corresponding card in the environment, so it makes me really feel like you're moving on from something and it's releasing from you. Like it's not chasing you. You're moving on from something and it's a clean break. I guess that's what I should say. A complete break. Yes. Now, it's a general read, so let's see what we're going into here, because I feel like most of this has to do with what's going on in the environment rather than how you're reacting. It's mostly what's going on and what you're subject to. Because when you go into this time frame, you have the Four of Pentacles. This is you relating to the environment plus like what you're getting. There's not much change. Something seems to be like kind of stuck. I don't know if I really want to use the word deadlock, but I guess it's coming forward, so I will. It's kind of like nothing's moving left or right. And I'm noticing what comes right after that is the Four of Swords. It's kind of like trying to hold on to something or trying to stand your ground in a situation. Now, in the environment, the first card I have upside, or face down I should say, is an oracle card, which is the Take Action. So around you, there's things going on. Even though you have the Four of Pentacles, I don't feel like you're changing, and I don't feel like you're getting information that things around you are changing. But whatever the situation is, things are changing there. Things are going on around you that you might not see, it's face down, so I feel like you do not know that things are moving on. Things are happening around you. The High Priestess is how you're seeing it. This is face up. So to you, it's the same as normal. The situation seems dependable, even though you're not really... Like, you're staying your same position. You're not really changing. It seems like the situation isn't changing. I feel like with the Four of Swords, with this High Priestess right below it... High Priest, excuse me. I don't feel like you're being let in on the change that's about to happen. I don't feel like you're... Like, this Four of Swords seems like it's more connected to the environment in the sense of, like, they're going on as normal even though things are changing. And I feel like if you're asking questions or if you're noticing things are a little out of place, you're getting this defensive response. Like, they're not telling you. They're like, nope, things are the way they've always been. And you're like, but this is different. Nope, that's how it's always been. And you're like, I don't think so. Yeah, it has. Even though you know that's not true, I feel like that's how they're pushing it forward. Like, nope, that's how it's always been. And you're like, no, it's really not. Yep, yeah, it is. And you're like, okay, even though, like, and I feel like this is the part here with the Four of Swords where you're starting to get that hint that something isn't going to work out. Something isn't right. Because I'm getting this next spot because of this, because of, like, something isn't right, and you're asking questions and they're denying it all the way there, all the way to the bank. I feel like they're denying it. You've got the Hermit card. You're looking for answers. And I feel like you come at it in a different direction. Whatever way you're going at in the beginning that you're getting like, oh no, this is how it's been. And you're like, no, it's not. You take a different angle. You take a different approach. You have the Hermit card here that makes me really feel like you're searching out answers. You're looking for answers in a different way. Because the way you're currently going, you're not getting an honest answer. And you're like, what is up with this? This isn't right. So you're going this different direction. And I feel like these two cards are what you're unearthing. Now, I'm noticing you have success with the Chariot card in the environment. So in the environment, whatever's going on, that they're telling you it's the same. So yeah, no, it's always been this way. And you're like, it's not. It's really not. You find a different way to go about it. You find out there's a change. There's a big change. It's already in effect. It's already going to happen. And the reason they're doing it is because it's better for them. I feel like the success card connected with the chariot, whatever you're dealing with, whatever they're telling you nothing's changing, you're realizing, oh yeah, big things are changing. And it's good for them. I'm getting the success card connected with them. I feel like this is when you realize all the action that's been going on for a while. Now, I also see when you get this information, it's pretty much at the point where Six of Swords, the whatever's going on around you, that's when it leaves. That's when it's out. Which I feel like that's why the Three of Wands shows up on your side. I feel like you're moving on, but you might not have a choice in it. The other side, whatever's going on there, they're out. They may have denied it all the way up to the final end, but once it's actually happened, like done is done, and they're out. Now, on your side, face down, the Oracle card Helpful People, which you might not be really realizing there's a community or there's some type of social support here. So I don't feel like you're on your own in this situation for one reason or another. Either there's other people going through the same thing, or there's some type of help you can get, or some type of support you're getting that you weren't seeing or not expecting. You weren't even thinking you were going to need it, quite frankly, until the situation came forward and you realized, well, I feel like once you realized, very, very, almost instantaneously, right after that, the situation comes to its close. And you're kind of like in this position where you didn't realize you were going to need this support, but it's there for you. So you're supported in some sense. Either there's other people in the same boat and you're learning from them, or there's some type of like way that people are kind of reaching out to you because they see what happened to you and they're helping you. One of the two, it seems to be working in your favor. Your final card is the Two of Swords. Now, I feel like this is kind of like you're just kind of subject to what's going on around you. I feel like you're just kind of like in this moment, like, I don't know, I just feel like you're kind of like dumbfounded. You're okay, it seems, but you're kind of, I feel like it's more like a dumbfounded. Like, there's nothing you can really do to change what's happened. You're kind of numb from it, and you're not really able to move forward yet. I feel like you're kind of in like a grieving spot, kind of like a disbelief spot. The Two of Swords is like deadlocking. You can't go forward or backward. Like in the beginning of this, you didn't really want to, but now you just can't do anything. But it's a totally different position from then to now. Like you're standing in a different spot from then to now. And that was weird. I thought I just saw somebody over there. There's nobody there. Okay. And that just really threw me off. Where are we going with this? I feel like you're just kind of like there's nothing you can do. But what is the point of this card? 'Cause this is the last card. It's a regroup card. At this point, you're going to need to regroup, and it's going to take you a minute to process what happened. But I feel like it's a regroup. Like, all right, now that I'm in this position, what do I want to do now? I feel like the whole point of this reading is, if it comes to you at the right time, is to realize there's things going on around you. And I feel like you might be looking at the situation at the moment, if this is hitting, like what you need to do to save it. I feel like that might be the angle you're coming at. But this might be also like just acknowledging like there's nothing for you to do because things going on around you are going on without your knowledge, purposefully, because the other party has already decided what they're going to do. And the success in the Chariot is already a piece of the puzzle at this point. It's just about when you find out about it, when it comes to light, and then it's just still you're going to end up in this spot, but hopefully you're more ready for it. And you can like start thinking like what you want to do beforehand, before it actually hits the point where the situation has moved on. Maybe you've already started thinking and already like started to get your ducks in a row what you want to do next because of it. Okay. Are we done? Okay. I feel like that's kind of the message here. Alright, so I'm going to wrap that up here. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.